So everything that you see in this video all came out of storage units around here in Southern California. We got an amazing deal, $350 for a huge load of a bunch of animation merch and memorabilia. We're gonna check it all out together and see if we made our money's worth. Let's do it. Welcome home, Rep Pack. Marcus here, and welcome to Comfort Cartoons, the show where I collect absolutely everything from the late 90s, 2000s, all the way to the modern day. And I hope you beautiful people are having an amazing day, and if you guys aren't, you know the drill. Nickelodeon Storage Wars time. Camera flip. It's about to get a whole lot brighter, Rep Pack, because today we are going to be escaping from the craziness of everyday life and enjoying an amazing adventure by diving into a box. I have some of it right here. It is loaded up. We're not going to, got blurred out a little bit for you there. And some of the items couldn't even fit in this box, but I paid $350 for everything you're going to see here tonight, or tonight. Because I think this is a live tonight show. Right here tonight on Comfort Cartoons Live, baby. Yeah, that's my title card. Yeah. Welcome to the show. But for those of you guys who don't know, we do Whatnot streams every single Friday, and some of the items that we bring over there we find here on the show, whether it be at thrift stores, whether it be on some of my solo excursions. But a majority of the stuff that we sell I get from a storage supplier who actually ends up selling me a lot of the stuff that is, themed around what I like. Cartoons, Disney, Cartoon Network, you name it, the stuff that I sell on Whatnot. He dabbles more in furniture, antiques, and stuff like that, so I buy all of that stuff from him for a lump total price. So I got a huge haul in this time for $350. It is a lot, but I think we're more than gonna destroy that. He always hooks it up. So let's go ahead and check out everything we got. And of course, some of this stuff we're adding directly into this collection. Okay, so we're gonna get into it here. I have some items, one you saw in the intro here, but let's start off with the big elephant in the room. What in the world is this? I had to put him down like this because I was like, if they see this, they're gonna click off the video in horror. We have this wild eyeball. Quit staring at him with them big old eyes. This is horrifying in the best way ever. So I got a picture of some of the stuff from different units, and I was like, okay, I'll take that, I'll take this, just throw that all in there. This one was in there. I was like, what in the world is this? I've never seen this plushie before.
I don't even know. It's like almost Ren and Stimpy-esque. I don't know, it's creepy.
I can't even think of a moment where he's exactly done this. Like, I can think of moments, I guess, where he does like the fake like binoculars thing and his eyes pop out a bit, but like the blood vessels popping out, that's wild. And the tag is so worn out here that I can't see the year on it. So I'm gonna guess maybe 2004, 2005. But this has made me now want to collect all the different variants of the SpongeBob body pillows. They're big, so they take up some space, but just so eventually I have all of them. They have him with a baseball costume. They have him in this exact form with like more like, bubbly, cute eyes. And apparently this.
Whatever this is.
Eye-popping SpongeBob. They're like little cushions. You can just put his nose in between.
That's terrifying.
It's so strange. I love it though. So we're gonna go through this stuff fast, guys. We have so much to go through, but I need to get all of these different SpongeBob body pillows.
That's probably the best one.
And he's in good shape too. I'm interested to find out what year this is and what it kind of goes for. I'm thinking at least it's gotta be about 20 bucks or more. And I'm thinking 2004, 2005. Let's see if I'm right. So you guys saw the price. It's we're gonna go with $35. It was $40 best offer. Plus they have $15 shipping. So we're just gonna do a flat cost of $30. This guy is sick. And I was right. You're 2004 exactly.
Nice. Sounds like right at the end of Green Label, or?
Yeah, because I think at the end of Green Label, it was like, it makes sense for them to release this because they would not be this bold in 2002. This is like, okay, we've done a lot of products. Let's just throw this out there and see how it works. All right, next up here, we have this, which is a weird one. It definitely needs to be cleaned here.
What is that, credit union?
Yes, okay, so this is a Partners Federal Credit Union cooler.
Wow.
Yeah. But you know what's cooler about it?
What is it?
You want to know what's cooler about it?
Yeah, move on from that.
It is from the film WallE. So this is a promotional item that they gave out, I guess, at this credit union.
I was like, what credit union is this?
Partners. But there's nothing in there, of course. It's a very simple item, but these weird promotional items can sometimes be pretty pricey. You know I love my Disney, my Pixar, and like certain things, you guys know, I'll keep my collection. Some things, you know, maybe other people can add in their collection over on our Whatnot streams. I'm not sure on this one yet. You guys will always be able to know just checking checking out my live streams, but this guy, you know,
He's going somewhere.
you know he's being represented in the collection. I have to archive this. Anything Nickelodeon that's new or SpongeBob that's new always gets kept in the collection. Everything outside that are doubles. That's what we put over there. So this guy, I'm not sure yet, but definitely a cool piece. All right, so this one came up for 40 bucks. But you know what I want to do here? I think it'll be more interesting for us as well, is we are going to go through a bunch of the items and we'll just add the prices up on screen and we'll do check-ins somewhere throughout it. So that way we know where we're at and see how close we are to breaking our value. But I mean, already we're at like 70 bucks. We're already not that far from 350, and we've got some really big items we haven't even brought out yet, so let's just keep it moving. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I can't keep going forward without pulling out one of the items I'm the most excited for. I have been looking for this for years, dude, literally years, but I've never been able to get it for the right price, and that is the original Buzz Lightyear. This is the OG Buzz Lightyear, the one that I grew up with, man. I had this exact Buzz Lightyear, the same blue Andy's freaking bedroom color box with a styrofoam. Like, it's not the most aesthetically pleasing box ever, but it's OG. It's OG. It is just so nostalgic seeing the cloud pattern on it, and it is still taped down, sealed. Just a beautiful piece here. Look at that, dude. Like, on the back here, it's got the ultimate talking action figure, all the different features. They got his stickers as features. That is incredible. But dude, this is crazy because we have all of the newer figures up there, but we did not have this OG Buzz Lightyear. We've seen it at the antique market for like 70 bucks. And I've never picked it up. I've seen it, the cheapest I've ever seen it was like 60 bucks. And I've thought about picking it up, but I got it in this bundle here, so I knew it was gonna be more than worth it. So I'm hyped that we get to add this to the collection, and you will see me add this to the Toy Story collection by the end of this. I'll probably be taking out my Space Ranger like rescue Buzz Lightyear that's up there and just kind of, you know, wrapping that one up and bolting it, because this is the more nostalgic original Buzz Lightyear. He may not be as valuable as that one, but it's just so classic and it fits in so much better with all the other figures we have up there. Just a beautiful sight. This was such a random thing to find in there. These are ChuckECheese Cups.
What the heck?
And this one is just like a general 90s Dickies cup, but then there's more of these here. But like the thing is, you'd think these are like, oh, just trash, right? But like when I already did comps on these because I just thought they were so random, some of these cups go for like 20 bucks.
What?
For like a single cup.
For little Dixie cups?
For little Dixie cups, because they're from the year 2000. And just like we talk about with like over there, the SpongeBob Burger King stuff, that stuff was designed to be thrown away. So people that grew up or are just going for like that Chuck E. Cheese like kidcore motif or like aesthetic, they want little things like this just to have in their collection. You know, have this as a little like paintbrush holder or pencil holder. It just has that look to it. And it's interesting because there's this, and this is the OG Chucky I remember, man. The 2000s Chucky. He is so freaking sick. So just a nice little random thing to add to the collection. I don't know the value on this. I would have assumed like $1 each maybe, but I don't think that's gonna be the case with these. We'll have the pricing pop up on screen. Okay, so this is some weird stuff here. So we're gonna get some Disney here. Do you know what this is, Mitchell?
Napkins.
If you guys in the comments know what this is, let me know.
33.
So deep within the bowels of Disneyland, there is an exclusive club that is available only to the rich and the elite. It's a place that only businesses can that are willing to spend a lot of money, you can get reservations for, or if you happen to know somebody who works, you know, deeper into the corporate level, you might be able to get invited, or even if you just work there, you might be able to work your way in there. But this is for an exclusive club in Disneyland, and these come from that exclusive club. So these are the napkins from Club 33.
That's wild. I don't even know what these could go for.
I don't know. I don't think they're super pricey. I have no clue, but it's an interesting item, and I think a topic we've never talked about on the show, so I thought it was a perfect little segue item. But it's just like this. I love doing these storage videos because it's like we've got SpongeBob, we got Disney, we got Chucky. It's like there's so much different style of nostalgia. Let's go ahead and just keep it going. Let's go. I mean, we have Disney, Chuck E. Cheese. Let's get some Cartoon Network in here.
Whoa.
We have a Powerpuff Girls lunch tin here. And as much as I love this, dude, this might be something that goes over on our Whatnot streams because of the fact that I have so many other lunch tins for Powerpuff Girls.
It is kind of the most common thing,
Yeah, I end up finding a lot of them. So So it's like this one, I'm not sure. I might keep it. I don't know. Maybe I'll trade it out because I really love the glitter that's on the cover here. The Powerpuff Girls text and glitter. You got the girls on there, of course. You got them stacked up here, and then you got them on the back here at kindergarten class here. Little smudge here, but I think that'll wipe on up. Just a really sick piece here to add to the collection. Ooh, I thought it was just gonna be like classic, you know, tin on the inside. That made it so much sicker. That is honestly, I don't know. I might keep this one and change out with another one. I'm not even sure.
I love the little background images, the little bunny and the cat. And the...
Yeah, that's kind of rare to have anything on the inside. You know what I mean? Because most tins, I mean, I can show you with the SpongeBob ones, majority, almost all the SpongeBob ones are just metal on the inside.
Whether it's like a gold or a silver, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, because you got to think about it from a branding standpoint. You're gonna have this sealed. Usually, what they are is either Saran wrapped or sealed up together like this. So nobody's gonna know what's on the inside anyway. So why spend the money to try to design the inside if they're gonna buy it based off the outside? You know? So I think that's kind of an oddity. I'm gonna say that's I really like that item. All right, where do you want to go? What's direct? We got a little bit of everything, honestly. Do you want to go gaming? Do you want to go Cartoon Network? Do you want to go Nickelodeon? SpongeBob? That?
I don't know. I'm interested. What do you posit out as gaming?
Gaming? There's not a lot that I can think of in here, but let me see here what I can get for you.
I feel like that's kind of like obscure for no reason.
All right, gaming. We have this giant freaking.
Whoa.
Sorry, you know, stuff comes out of storage. It has some, you know, some bugs and dust on it sometimes. We have a large traveling case for the DS. I was just like, yeah, I mean, just throw it in there, I guess. I don't necessarily know if it's worth anything, but dude, how often do you find sealed DS stuff? So if anybody had one of these pink traveling cases, let me know. I always had these cases as a kid, but I never used them. Like, I always had it, and then within a couple weeks of using it, like, I would just eventually have my disc and like my games in like a random drawer and just kind of just have my DS out somewhere.
Yeah, I used to have one they would take on Fridays all the time, and then eventually I was like, why am I doing this?
This is just so much extra work. But I think it is smart, you know? I just don't think that most kids have the patience or the attention span to
like,
really...
You're kind of like, oh, I gotta organize? Nah.
Yeah, because as an adult now, I would love this. You know, you keep all your games together, your stylus, you don't have to worry about losing anything. It's all in one place. But as a kid, I just don't care that much about that.
Yeah.
You know, I just want to have fun and get into it. So I don't know if this was made for us or for kids or adults, but either way, an interesting piece here. Look at that freaking old school car charger. Back when every car didn't have a USB in it. You're like, yeah, just plug that into a cigarette thing. You know, blow your mom's ash out of it and plug it in there. My mom didn't smoke, but you know, my grandma did, and I remember it. I remember popping that little, well, I call it coin holder, and it's just filled with ash.
Yeah.
That was an ashtray. Cars don't have ashtrays anymore. Let's get back to that. I need a new place to put my change. Oh man, it's like I don't even know which direction to go. There's so much in here, man.
Let's go back to a little sponge.
A little sponge, okay. So we have the Mr. Krabs out of the box, but dude, look at this. Somebody had all three of them. All of these SpongeBob figures. So for those of you guys that aren't in the know, this is from the green and white label of SpongeBob. We have a few of them back here, all of them actually, back here. And those are some of the hardest SpongeBob figures to actually get. They're one of the more like pricey ones. You know, I have a whole video talking about the green label era you can go check out as to why that is. But sealed, these figures can go from anywhere from $100 to $200 depending on which character. So therefore, you're not gonna open them. If you buy them, you're not gonna open them. We happen to have found the Mr. Krabs one here in one of my flea market videos with my mom. It's actually up in the rafters. But now we have the loose SpongeBob and the loose Sandy. Now we just gotta find a loose Patrick so we can have all of them out of the box. We have the prototype.
Yeah, I was like, is this the prototype that we had?
Yeah, we do have a prototype of Patrick, and we have a prototype of this Mr. Krabs, but we don't have regular Patrick to have out of the box. So we can actually see now what these do. So you got Sandy here. I mean, the box says karate chop in action, wacky phrases and sound effects. Ooh, I feel like these are gonna be those annoying batteries.
It's just too
unfortunate,
too circular to be a double A or something.
I know.
Yeah.
I would love to try them out, and like I'm gonna do that anyway because these are just so sick. I want to get them working. But boom, there's that karate chop in action. This is the Mermaid Man one here. So for him, Looks like the button's a little bit jammed a little bit here, but I think that'll still give us some action here. What is he even supposed to do? Is he just supposed to like punch?
He shrinks. No, I'm just kidding. Looks like he shoots something out of this, you know?
Oh, I think you're right. I think he at one point probably had like something that shot out of here.
Yeah, he does. He definitely launches something.
So we'll have to keep a lookout for that, but at least if we can get the audio going, that would be really cool for just the archival purposes. But why does his fist move? Like his fist is like trying to move as well. Like maybe it's like when he shoots, it kind of just pumps forward for just more like inertia action. But definitely a sick one, dude. This has always been my favorite of the three. And definitely you guys can see they need to be cleaned up. But once we wash these guys up, get them in a little spa day, a little bath, they are gonna look clean. And hopefully we get some batteries for them so I can actually for once hear those sound effects. All right, let's go ahead and do some Fairly Odd Parents here because that's another oddity.
What?
We have Cosmo and Wanda.
Yeah.
Or Cosmo and Timmy.
Wanda's changed a lot.
It's kind of a weird duo, you know? You don't usually just see Cosmo and Timmy.
World domination! That can't be good.
So we have Cosmo here. One thing I think is weird, I don't know why, if there was like originally some kind of like fabric glue that held it together, but their hands are like separating into two hands.
Yeah, that's probably not normal.
Yeah, so I think there maybe was some like fabric glue that kept it together. So that'll have to be repaired. But again, you don't see a lot of Cosmo and Timmy merch. And Timmy's got like a little crop top. Pull your shirt down here, Timmy.
Man, you know those things have been through like the washer a few times too.
Yeah, the tags are just washed out completely. But we have a couple of Fairly Odd Parents plushies, but I don't have these ones in the collection. And I would love to tell you what brand these even are. Like I want to say Mattel, but I don't necessarily know. The little crown on there is really cute, but not just that. It's like Fairly Odd Parents is tough to make plushies for because their bodies just don't really allow.
It's just the head's always too big.
Yeah, it doesn't allow for a lot of structure, so you end up getting these like, you know, really not easy to work with plushes.
It's like, oh yeah, just I guess lay them down somewhere.
Exactly. All right, let's go ahead and get one of the bigger items out here. Let's go ahead and get this out. So also from Toy Story, you guys know we'll put a picture on screen here. I have Ham from Toy Story as a piggy bank, like an actual piggy bank. And I have that thing filled to the brim with change. I thought that was the only one that existed of Ham in piggy bank form. But that one I found at Target, it was like 20 bucks. This is the Disney Store and Disneyland exclusive special edition collector's version of Ham. So let's take a look and dude, I gotta go get the other one to show the difference. This is sick already though.
Jeez.
Yeah, he is filled up to the brim.
You can like see it, like it almost came out.
Pretty good savings I got there, huh?
This is about 20 bucks.
But this one, dude.
Well, you could go to college with that.
It's massive. There we have him, Ham.
Oh, wow.
That is so much more accurate, dude.
That is unreal how big that is.
It's so clean though.
Just the difference.
I know, I can start loading this one up and I'll have a lot more space now. So I think I'm gonna be swapping this one out with this one. So it's gonna take some time to get all the change out of here, but he's got a cork, so we should be able to get it out. But dude, this one is so freaking sweet. The best Ham piggy bank so far ever, I think, that's been released. I was hyped when they made this one, and I always regret that Target at one point had a real life Bo Peep lamp. I think that thing is like over $100 now. I didn't pick it up because I was like, oh, you know, maybe I'll get it eventually, and I just never did. But I'm so glad that we finally got this Ham because I had never heard about it before, but I was happy to have this one. And I thought that things couldn't get better in life. But then now I have this one, and I'm like, wow, this one was kind of puny. So let's go ahead and close this guy up, move on to our next item. I'm assuming this guy's gonna be at least over 30, 40 bucks.
That's your next goal, fill them up.
All right, keeping it moving here. Have a couple more Club 33 napkins.
Need those.
We have this guy.
Ooh.
Which I am pretty sure, I don't know without a doubt, but I'm pretty sure this is an employee only like tote bag. There's no like branding, like there's no tag in it, which means it probably wasn't publicly released. And the fact that this is an item that well, there's a lot of employee only. Ryan will pop up some like employee only notebooks and stuff. They kind of follow this aesthetic quite a bit. So just from somebody who's handled a lot of the more modern employee items, I'm pretty confident in saying this is employee only. You got SpongeBob on there, you have some of the more modern shows, you got Paw Patrol, you got Dora, you got freaking this monster, what is it called?
Oh,
Blaze.
Oh, Blaze, yeah.
We got Blaze, the monster truck guy here, and then the new Nickelodeon logo. But again, I've never seen this before, so the value on this, if it's available, we'll find it, but just a really cool piece. I'm always happy to add any kind of limited or exclusive items to the collection. All right, should I show them why I wore this shirt today?
Why did you wear this shirt?
Today. I will show you. Because I got one of the coolest items ever in this haul. 2 items. One that I was quoted on this channel saying I would love to find one day. And we have found it one day, being recently. So I'm gonna grab one of them. This one I didn't expect, but I was like, okay, yeah, I want that. Let's grab it. And that is this giant Disney Villains snow globe.
These are like super classic villains.
It's amazing, man. Oh, it's so freaking clean. I love it so much. And I just saw something on the back that is so freaking dope, man. It's so epic. Okay, we're about to blow your mind here. The Disney stuff all came from the same storage unit. So this is Chernobog up here. Chernobog is from Fantasia, and it's theorized in the mythos of Disney that the evil queen gets her power from Chernobog. And that same green sinister energy is what you see in all the characters. Cruella de Vil when she smokes, Captain Hook, his eyes turn green, Maleficent, her whole magic and aesthetic is green. All of them kind of have that green evil energy flowing through them. And on the back here, you have the evil queen's mirror on the back with Pain and Panic right there from Hercules. So you can see it's a little bit dusty, but my goodness, this is freaking beautiful. Like, as a Disney Villains fan, this is amazing. You have them from different eras too. You have literally the first ever Disney villain, and then you have like 2 modern ones here, 3 super old school ones, and then of course the kind of the demon of the Disney-verse, Chernobog, over here on the mountain as well. But the big thing about that mirror back there is you can see it in the reflection. Of course, it's also a music box. But I told you guys that I really wanted to find like a real life size version of the Evil Queen's mirror. I was saying I wouldn't even care if it's a reproduction, something like that, just to find one in the collection to have in my house with the Disney collection. I had a mirror there, currently been moved because we have something else that's gonna be going there. But I said, I really want one, but the only one that exists is like freaking $400. It was a Disneyland exclusive, and you would not believe what was inside of this storage unit after I just put it out. That's why you have to put things out in the universe. Tell the universe proudly what you want, whether it's love, success, a Disney Villains mirror. Put it out there, and you never know what you might pull back in, because here we have it. The Evil Queen's mirror. The life-size replica released by Disney. This is it right here. I wanted this. I said that, talked about wanting it, and thought that I would never own it. But here we have the mirror itself. Hey, Mitchell.
Yep. This is as awkward as it gets.
We have the Evil Queen's mirror in the flesh here. I would have never got this because there's no way I could have gotten it for the $400, $500 that it cost to get one. So finding it in this storage unit where I got all of this for the cost of just a mirror was a dream come true. This is something I will cherish for the rest of my life. I love Disney films. Right now I'm on the adventure of trying to watch every Disney animated movie because there's so many I didn't see growing up. But I would say before SpongeBob, before anything, the things that got me into animation the most were watching those early Disney movies. And having an older sister, I watched a lot of princess movies. And Snow White was one of the ones that I enjoyed the most. So being able to have the Evil Queen's mirror here, the officially licensed one, it is not in perfect condition. There's a little bit of wear on it in certain spots, but because of like the aesthetic of it, it kind of just looks like it was designed to be that way, you know?
Yeah, like to me it doesn't look like anything's wrong.
Yeah, like it's supposed to be like locked up in like a back like chamber with like a whole like brewing station. So the odds are it wouldn't be in perfect condition. So it blends in perfectly, and you can see it's down there on that too, on the snow globe. So you can see the real life equivalent right here now. So I'm so happy to add this to the collection. I'm gonna put it back to the side here because I don't want it to get damaged. Of anything we get today, you know, besides maybe the SpongeBob stuff, of course I cherish that in its own different way. This is something that I just will always have, and it hopefully can keep in great shape because it's just so sick. And I'm just so grateful to be able to do the things that we do here on this show. And if you guys aren't already, if you want to go support the Whatnot streams, we have so much fun over there. We bring so many awesome items over there, and they're always at a great price too. But I love about doing the Whatnot, doing this show here, is not only does give me an opportunity to find some really cool stuff for you guys, but along the way, I end up finding so many awesome items that I'm able to add to my collection too. And if I wasn't doing the Whatnot streams, I would have never stumbled upon any of this. You know what I mean?
That's true, yeah.
Like if I wasn't looking out for new stuff, you know, to sell on the streams, then I wouldn't have found this Buzz Lightyear or this crazy big eyeball SpongeBob or the freaking mirror. And of course, some of this I'm not gonna keep because I have to be able to make some of that money back. And of course, that's why I set out to get this stuff, is to have some fresh, fun, and new stuff for you guys. But it's so cool now to have this outlet to be able to have even more of an inspiration and reason to go out there hunting for some new stuff to add in. So it just blows my mind that if I wouldn't have been doing the Whatnot streams, I would have never found that mirror. And I'd say that's one of my favorite items in my house now. So I'm really hyped on it. We did a little check-in. My mind is blown.
We're like halfway, maybe.
We're only halfway through the box, and it's almost at a K, which is unreal. What a freaking deal. Big shout out to my supplier here. He watches the videos too. Thank you so much. They're turning over so much stuff that they're always chilling, and they're excited to see everything works out too. So I did not expect that at all. The mirror really took it over, but look at little Timmy Turnbaum here for freaking 40 bucks. With that same one having the same arm issues. That really shocked me on a lot of this stuff. All right, let's keep it moving. Do you know who this is?
Is this something from like Dragon Quest or something from like...
You don't know who this is?
Looks like freaking 1000-Year Dragon from Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yes, there you go. I was gonna say, come on. You know this monster. This is Joey Wheeler's monster. We have the 1000-year-old dragon.
I don't know how it dawned on me instantly as I was thinking about it. I was like, oh yeah.
I think it's usually he's kind of like in this downward like
yeah. Like
pose.
laying.
Yeah, not usually standing up like that. You know that 1000-year-old back ain't doing too good. But he's got the wings. Man is freaking sick. He has like effects too. His jaw's a little loose these days, but that's definitely a nostalgic piece.
If you're 1000 years old, I'm sure some things will be a little loose.
Yeah, he ain't no baby dragon anymore. That is freaking sick though.
Time Wizard didn't do him justice.
Time Wizard needs to chill. So that item right there, again, you guys see everything as we pop it up here. Dude, this is like the smallest item in here, but one of the items I'm the most pumped about. This is a freaking Cars. This is a Cars Happy Meal box. This is freaking, look at lightning right there, dude. You got Mater on there, you got Fillmore, everybody's on here, the OG characters. Ramon, look at this, dude. The old Ronald McDonald there. So this is a 2005, I'd assume 2006 Cars Happy Meal box. Just a really cool piece. A lot of people actually collect these. They have like binders where they put all the Happy Meal packagings in them. I don't have many of them. I have a couple SpongeBob ones, like one Pokemon one, but now I'm happy that this is the last one I needed.
No.
The Cars one. That one is so cool. Keeping it moving here, we have these Disneyland, like, I don't even really know. They're commemorative collective cards.
Critter Counter?
Yeah, and it has like a trading card in there too, and it says this little gold seal on it.
Critter Country?
Critter Country, yeah. I think that this is for the, what is it? They've got rid of this ride. They just became, what is it called? The Princess and the Frog ride. And then this one is the Country Bear show. And I think the Country Bears also is closed right now. So most of this is closed.
Is it sealed?
It's still got that freaking wax seal, which is pretty sure it's a sticker, but wax seal.
That's cool though.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what it is completely, but cool. There's not the only one in there. We also have this one, which is way cooler.
Toontown?
The Toontown one. That's what I like to call my house. The Toontown. And it's got a Roger Rabbit card in there too.
That's sick.
It's really interesting nonetheless. I think there's a couple of those. There's one more. Well, this is like a tune. This is, dude. So you know how I have the map hanging up of the Cartoon Network room?
Yeah.
Of the Cartoon Network Hotel? And we have the map of the Garfield Trail.
And so is this another trail?
This is a map from Burger King of Toontown at Disneyland.
Whoa.
So it's got a functioning, like, in the works Toontown, and everything is like in the proper locations. So this is a map of Toontown. I think this is another like awesome cartoon themed map that we need to hang up in the hallway there.
What another like throwback that is.
Yeah, Toontown was always my favorite as a kid. I mean, go figure. But like I have so many photos of me growing up like in the Toontown, like, you know, vehicles you can take pictures in, and just like the light on my face. Like I always was just obsessed with cartoon characters, and I love Disneyland. Disneyland, you know, getting to see all the different architecture, but there was just something amazing about being able to, as a kid, and your imagination just takes over, feeling like you literally are walking into a Goof Troop movie or walking into a cartoon, like a Disney style cartoon. It was always so much fun. I'll never forget going to Mickey's house and getting to take pictures with him, getting to see his house and his big furniture. It's made out of concrete, super heavy and hard to sit on. It was just a kid's dream. So really, really cool piece to have with the Toontown here. Like, I don't know what this is. I almost just want like a sign. Like, I would love to have like a Toontown sign, you know, one day. So, but this is like just a sick piece, man. So I don't know what that is, but other than that, it's just a map.
That's a ephemera.
Ephemera. We have a Cheshire Cat license plate, a Disneyland, the original license plate.
Looks very 90s.
Yeah, a few different things. A lot of like weird like paper stuff. Ephemera, yeah. We have these. I have no clue what these even are. These are like these lenticular photo frames for the Pirates of the Caribbean ride.
That looks wild.
Yeah, I mean, I just told them just throw whatever you want in there and just give me a price. I just think if it's got Disney on it, cartoons in any form, I think this will fall under the Disney more. You know, I'm a big fan of the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, but I'm not gonna say I'm 100% familiar with everything that's here.
This is like super piratey comparatively.
Yeah, I know this is that part where the Dead Man Tells No Tales song comes on.
That's cool.
Pretty cool little lenticulars, but as far as like what these actually are, I guess they're just lenticular art cards. Disney was doing this way before they were doing them with anime signs. Then next up here we got a big old stack Disney Adventure magazines.
Oh my gosh.
You got good old Urkel there. You got freaking DJ here with Baloo from freaking Tailspin. The dinosaurs, like just a freaking sock to the head.
Wave.
Just a body beat down of nostalgia. We have Rick Moranis here, freaking with the Baloo again. Like so much nostalgia on one freaking page. We got another Rick Moranis here with the, I think it's the baby from Roger Rabbit. Speaking of Roger Rabbit, there was Luke Perry. Like, my goodness, how nostalgic can you make something? And then, oh, that's the kid from freaking the original Santa Claus movie, isn't it?
Fred Savage.
There you go. With the Chip and Dale there, the Rescue Rangers. Yeah. That is so epic, man. Well, no, that's not the kid from Santa Claus. It cannot be him. I think that's the kid from Princess Bride.
He looks familiar, yeah.
Like, you know the kid at the Princess Bride where the grandpa is like, oh yeah, he's sick, so the grandpa starts telling him these stories, and he's like, you know, I hate when there's kissing. Stuff like that. Like, I think that's him. Gosh, I want to know what he's from.
Yeah, because I would assume Santa came out similar time, so yeah, he's probably a little too old for that.
Yeah, the Santa Claus kid had like a different look. He's just not that kid. Interesting though. So we have all these Disney Adventure magazines, definitely 90s as heck here. Okay, check this out, man. Bear in the Big Blue House.
Oh, snow globe.
It's a snow globe, a bear here, and I don't know, man, but usually Bear in the Big Blue House stuff can be pretty up there in price. Anything really, dude, like
Trilo or something.
Yeah, like just a plushie of a single character, or just literally like a VHSs can be like in the $15-20 range used. So I mean, a snow globe, I don't know, but I'm thinking at least a $20 bill on that guy. But that is just freaking clean. I want to say it has like a Christmas vibe, but I don't think it is. It's just kind of like
it's close enough though. I guess, yeah.
He's got like cranberries. Is this cranberries he's holding?
I think so.
Yeah.
If not, they're oddly colored grapes.
Yeah, them red grapes. But a cool little mini snow globe there. And I love that. I got respect for this snow globe because it's pretty old and it hasn't lost any water.
And it's still pretty clear and not oxidized.
Okay, dude, you know, this is the type of stuff I love. The littlest bottle.
What the heck?
Of SpongeBob.
The little travel size.
Little travel size SpongeBob body wash, shampoo, and conditioner. Hell, man, you can use this as a toothpaste if you're brave. This is everything you could possibly need. Shaving cream, drain cleaner. My goodness, this is a small bottle. I've never seen this tiny. I have this shampoo in a bigger size. I've never seen this little mini pocket sized one. I have no clue what circumstance this was in. I want to say maybe it came with like a scrub brush or something.
Either that or it had to be some kind of like travel kit maybe.
Perhaps, yeah, but nonetheless, I just thought it was a unique item to find, so of course we'll be archiving that too. Another sponge item here, we have this new book to the collection. This is a SpongeBob phonics book here, and it says write. And again, guys, there's some stuff that's in these hauls that aren't here. This is all stuff that's relatively new to the collection. Like, There's other books that were, I kind of separated those from the price too, that I paid a little bit more for, but they're books that we already have in the collection, items that we already have in the collection. And again, those will be allocated to our shop or over on our Whatnot stream. So that way, you know, they'll get to people that you can enjoy them. But that way for you guys, it's all fresh, new stuff that we're gonna do experience together. So this is the only new one here that we got, which is the Phonics one here.
Right, slide and learn.
Yeah, like I'm not really 100% sure. I guess, yeah, you can slide it like that and it's like dog. And then you just...
I'd have to learn how to... Oh, it actually gives you pictures. That's cool.
Yeah, ant. And then it shows you their kick. Whoa! Man got freaking Jaden Smith, you're gonna lose your job. This karate kid knows how to kick. Very, very cool book though to add. We have some like meal toys in here too, a few of them. Let's just get all of these out. We have this SpongeBob one here. And it looks like that's, I want to say,
party. Ooh.
Yeah, this is from the SpongeBob House Party promotion. And I think this is Sandy. I can see her dome in there.
Right there, it looks like.
Yeah, we'll pop the figure up on screen. I want to say she's a pin. Yeah, there it is. She goes into her boots there, but she's actually a pin as well. So a pretty cool little figure there. We have this Meryl, which is from the Kellogg's cereal line.
Oh, the little tops. Nice.
Yep, we have a Pikachu one in the cartoon variety room, but there's a Meryl. And this we actually have over there. It's that spaceship pin. You see it?
Oh yeah, I wonder if that one works.
That's a good question. I don't even know. I think it probably has one of those little like, yeah, you have one of these battery removal pieces. Probably not though.
I think it was so fun as a kid that I had that thing lit up all the time.
Oh yeah. We have this little EV Pokeball here.
Oh nice.
Oh, these are one of those sick ones here where it's like Pokemon on the inside, you hit the button, it pops on open, which is super satisfying to do. And then you've got the Pokemon in there, but it just kind of rests on your key or your bag just like that. Like that's a sick vibe, man.
I feel like we've had one before and those are pretty good.
Yeah, we had a whole box of them, remember?
Yeah.
On our Whatnot stream, we sold off a whole
like
box
a little
of them.
5-pack.
Yeah, with different characters in it. But this one wasn't in that set, the Eevee. I remember as a kid, I had a Charmander one, I want to say.
They gotta get a little Gengar one, you know?
Oof, I don't know if they have one, but that would be sick. Speaking of Pokeballs and meal toys, do you remember these guys? Boom!
What?
The Pokeballs? The Pokemon
Dang.
Pokeballs?
You got Mewtwo in there?
This freaking Mewtwo, ancient Mewtwo card here. The gold Mewtwo card. If you guys had these growing up, let me know. I think they came in a blue box variation and a red box variation. They also had we'll put them on screen here. Charizard, Pikachu, Togepi, and Whirlpool. The Jigglypuff, or Poliwhirl. We have the Jigglypuff here and the Mewtwo one.
Dang.
And I would love to show you them, but I think that
they
are
sealed?
Yeah, they are brand new, sealed, still in their packaging, man.
Oh, those are beautiful.
Super nostalgic, man. I think like everybody I knew, like almost every friend that I had, if I went to their house and they had like a playroom, this like one of these balls loose was somewhere.
Yep, yeah, the
like,
coin was probably gone forever, but
yeah, the card was just dislodged somewhere, but that Pokeball you could always find at like one of your friend's house or your cousins. They were everywhere, so it's really cool to see like a sealed one now. We have a few Garfield items too. Let's go ahead and get that stuff out. There's a lot of, I mean, we got to do a little check in here because man, there's a lot in here. There's these weird, like, I want to say like maybe like a dog treat, like, or maybe some kind of like little, I don't know what you put in here, like candy, hard candy, like grandma candy.
Grandma candy.
Yeah, I don't know what they are, but it's of Lady and Tramp here. Really cute little setup here, but I don't really know what they're for. The only thing I can think is like, you know, maybe you're like something your grandma would have, like she puts it on like a counter in her house. You go in there and there's like some mints and those
some
little,
like butterscotch candies, yeah.
Yeah, butterscotch and those little strawberry candies that you like. You say you don't like when you're a kid, but you kind of always grab those because they are kind of bang. And you have a little juice on the inside of them. So we have those two. Come on, Pidge, we're holding candy. All right, so let's do a little check in here because we have a lot of little stuff out here. I don't want us to get too far back. So updating on everything we got here, I mean, just a nice little add-in. I mean, there was nothing like crazy as I anticipated. Just a nice little, I mean, this guy was, I wasn't surprised though at this. Like I said, the Bear in the Big Blue House stuff just randomly is like, I don't really know why. Like I know a lot of people grew up with it, but I feel like not any more than like grew up with like Blue's Clues or Dora the Explorer. But specifically this show, the stuff that comes out for it is just really expensive for some reason. Maybe you guys have an answer for that. Maybe there's just less of it was produced, but I feel like it was pretty prominent when it was around for sure. So there's a lot of Garfield stuff in here too. We have this Garfield skiing one. We have this Garfield golfing. Garfield also golfing, but in lower quality. We have Garfield playing soccer. Garfield sleeping. There's a lot of Garfield figures. And then this one is sick, dude. It's one of those like head sculpt figures.
Ooh.
A mug, but it's actually like a porcelain mug of Garfield here. So we have a whole little Garfield collection here. Personally, I think these two are my favorite pieces because they are that porcelain material, but this one is really cute too. I don't know what it is with Garfield. He has so many figures. I mean, like gumball machines, random stuff where he's playing sports, but I never see Garfield as like much of a sports player. But I think it's because a lot of the episodes were themed around him and his imagination and him daydreaming about the stuff that he would be doing and could be doing, but never actually does.
So the sleeping one is perfect.
The sleeping one is perfect. Really cute figures though. These are all vintage, you can tell. This is the old school Garfield. Keeping it going here, these are sweet. These are original WallE figures from when the movie came out. So first line of figures here of WallE and Eve. Just a really, really cool setup there. They have a bunch of other figures in the line, including the actual captain there, and also the autopilot. The autopilot one would be a dope one to get. That's like such an underrated Disney villain. Is the autopilot. Nobody gives the autopilot enough credit for being like one of the most ruthless villains. He was close to almost taking down all of humanity. But the detail, dude, is incredible. Like you would never get that kind of detail on some of the figures that come out now. I mean, Eve is really detailed too, but I mean, she's got that like pretty Gary Eero Apple style like technology look,
yeah,
you know?
like just sleek.
Yeah, sleek, white, you know, clean, polished, glossy finish. But just a really cool set. And this is from Thinkway Toys, which also made the Buzz Lightyear we have down here. It made all the original like Pixar toys. Like Thinkway and Pixar go together like Nickelodeon and the Tim Box Company. They go way back. There's a lot of little small stuff here left. Dude, do you remember this?
Is that a KFC bucket?
It's a little KFC antenna bucket. You know the one you drive by as a kid?
The Jack in the Box ones are so prominent though. Yeah,
the Jack in the Box were really popular, but I don't feel like you see. Do you remember like growing up, you saw those big giant KFC buckets that would spin?
Well, yeah, on the stores and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like you don't see them. Like, when did they take them down? Like, I don't remember. I just remember them being there and then not being there. But I don't remember ever seeing come down. I've never seen any of them like on marketplaces. Where did the buckets go? Where did all the giant KFC buckets go? That's what I need to know. I miss that era of freaking fast food places where they had big giant glowing like signs of some kind, where there was Burger King. I mean, McDonald's has the arches in the air too. Now you don't even really see them with the sign in the air. It's just the building looks like it, you know?
Yeah, that's kind of interesting that you say that. I haven't really even paid that attention. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a strange thing just in general, but the KFC antenna bucket. This right here, this is the Nautilus. This is from the 10,000 Leagues Under the Sea movie. Again, one of the movies that was an inspiration to Steven Hillenburg in making the SpongeBob series is this film, and this is the actual main boat that they think is a sea monster for a period of the movie.
Look at it, it looks like a fish.
Yeah, they thought it was a sea monster, but in reality it was just one dude who was just like, yeah, I'm gonna live the rest of my life underwater and survive off of the, like, it was a pretty sick like idea. He has like a mansion in here essentially and a crew, and they go out and they like just fish and find stuff in the water and live their whole life inside of this this contraption here. Next up here we have another snow globe, and
what
this
the
is
heck? That was trippy.
Yeah, Madame Leota from the Haunted Mansion ride. So you can shake that guy up there. You can see the water is starting to, you know, trickle down there. That's the biggest reason why I don't collect a lot of snow globes, is I just don't have the patience or the time to try to like do the process that you have to do to unseal them to replace the water. And somehow the water doesn't drip out, but it does somehow find a way to escape the snow globes. I have, like, it's very rare you'll find a snow globe that has not lost any water at all. Over a period of time, nature just does its course and water will be lost. So therefore, they're a collectible that almost in some way has a shelf life, unless you know how to properly replace the water and, you know, keep that going for it. But nonetheless, a really cool Madame Leota, but I don't know necessarily how high value that will be. We have a Trico. That's a random switch up. You got Trico there. This really interesting Cars medallion.
Huh.
It's just like a lanyard kind of thing, but with a Cars logo on the bottom.
A little necklace or something.
Yeah, possibly a promotional item. This one is interesting. This is one of Sid's creations there. I can't recall the name of this one right now, but it's one of his OG creations there, and he doesn't have a lot of figures or anything that exists, so this is one of the few, I'm sure.
Baby crab, baby spider, spider baby.
Baby spider Tommy Pickles. Next up, we have this Jake
Hey.
plushie here from Miniso.
Classic.
Really modern item at this point. So there's a lot of random stuff left here, but this was in one of the other storage units. A very modern plushie of Jake here, but he got a big old freaking. This is basically how they created every Fairly Odd Parents plush. This
All head and no body.
all head of this little rinky-dink body that just doesn't stay up for anything.
I'm assuming it's a pillow for your head or something.
With a little body just to mess with, I guess. All right, this is sick, man. This is a Harry Potter book light.
Ooh.
So you clamp this big old thing.
That is massive, yeah.
Your book just got a whole lot heavier, but you clamp this giant dragon on your book, and then his mouth opens up, and it's a light for the book.
That is excessive.
It's really sick, but I think that would be really, cause some onset early carpal tunnel, for sure. That massive, like, this is heavy. Like, if you hold it too, about at least a pound, easy, on top of your book. You better hope you got a hardcover, because man, that is not keeping the book in good shape either. But it's a really interesting idea. What I think would be way cooler for it though, is just to clamp it on a shelf or something, you know, somewhere, or I think you're clamp it on your monitor maybe, and like, you know, just have it like over top lighting up your book. Maybe it's not designed to go on your book, because that's hard to imagine.
I like a freaking, imagine that for your Game Boy.
That would have been sick. A little Yoshi one. All right, and then our last item here is one I have in the collection already, but still always a cool one to see. That is the Spongebob Who Bob What Pants pinball machine here. So it looks like this guy's broken, unfortunately, too. I do have one in the collection already, so that's okay, but we're gonna give it no value because it is technically broken, but it's still a really cool display piece nonetheless. And that is actually it for our haul here. So let's do one last update, and then we'll see where we're at. And of course, we gotta add some of this stuff to the collection. If you haven't already, go check out our Patreon where you can sign up for only $2 a month. Go check out our Whatnot streams. We're live every single Friday. But let's go ahead and do our update here and see where we're at. So that is actually it. We ended up with like over $1,300 in value. Of course, it is hypothetical value just based off of what they're going for on average on the market. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed this like little behind the scenes of some of the stuff that we bring over to the Whatnot shows. A lot of times I think people kind of keep that stuff like behind the scenes and they just kind of bring it up to their Whatnot shows. But for those that do support the Whatnot show, and for those of you guys that might in the future, I kind of give you this behind the scenes look of kind of how all of it works. I think is fun, and also hopefully makes the show and this show here on YouTube more involving. So if you guys enjoyed it, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll keep these storage haul videos going. Or if you guys want me just to kind of keep them as a surprise for the Whatnot shows, I could do that as well too. But if you guys haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe if you guys are new here. Again, go check out our Patreon. You'll get an extended version of this video and every other video that I upload here, as well as you can get them early, and those videos are 100% ad-free. And of course, we are on Whatnot every single Friday. That link is down below. And when you sign up using this link, you have to use the link. You'll get $15 for free when you sign up, that you can use on your first order on either my show or anything else you see on Whatnot. It's an amazing platform with an amazing place with amazing deals all the time. Some of the best items that I'm able to add to my house or the collection I could find on Whatnot for cheaper than any other platform. So go take a look at that. But stay tuned here so we can add some of this stuff to the collection. But before that, you know the drill. Scan it! All right, so we got the crew up there. They look incredible together. They look so sick. Now I need to find the Batrick. Oh, and these guys, they kind of got some boo-boo browns on them.
So again, through the washing they go.
Yeah, they've been washed to death, it looks like, but unfortunately, I think I'm gonna have to wash them one more time to get that interior boo-boo browns out. Sit, wash, back up.
You've been doing too much jellyfishing.
Same thing for this guy. He's gonna need to get them shoes polished, this tie waxed, and these hands cleaned. And boom, we made an amazing discovery. So this little map actually gets multiplied into 4 pieces to create one big map. So I already ordered all the pieces to this, so that way I can build the entire Toontown map, and we are gonna frame that up and put it by the Disney collection, my favorite land in Disneyland. That is really, really cool. I can't wait to get this thing finished up together. A dream piece, and honestly super slept on. I got all the pieces for $12. I'll take it. This will be going inside the vault for right now with our growing collection of Nickelodeon employee-only merch. And this as well will be going inside the food slash kind of like perishables archive that we have inside the house. All right, and the phonics book, we're gonna put it inside of here with some of our other jumbo books. Even though it might actually...
No.
Yeah.
Oh, barely.
Yeah, barely. We're gonna put it in there since it barely does.
You're barely gonna get that out. The book should not stand up straight on its own.
Well, I barely don't have to for a while. And the Garfield figures that I keep are very selective because I don't really have a lot of space for them, but the little sleeping Garfield I had to add, so we put it here on top of his official lasagna. Okay, so dude, that looks so much more legit next to the OG stylistic forms of the characters. So boom, we have the original Buzz Lightyear right there with the rest of the gang, spreading that 1997 knowledge to these new bucks from 2018. There we go. And then we got the pig, or the ham right here. I replaced him with the old ham. I took all the change out of that ham and I put it in a bag because I didn't want to load this guy up with change that was worth less than him himself. And we also added in this little dude right here too. And the mirror is right here. So that is everything that we added to the collection as of right now. You never know, I might add a couple other items, but the rest of it we're probably gonna be bringing over to our Whatnot show or our shop. So, you know, stay tuned for that. So on that note, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, hit the like button, subscribe, check out the Patreon, Whatnot. Everything you need to know is in the top of the description down below. I'll see you guys in this video right here. I know you're gonna love it. It's one of our most recent videos. We put a lot of effort into it and had a blast. So go take a look. I'll see you guys in that video. As always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios and bloop!